Okay, content.
Welcome to Multiple Offers, a real estate show with competing perspectives.
Bonus.
Today, we have bonus content
Bonus.
with Faeine Grant.
Put that coffee down.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
Yeah, let's just stop there.
Okay. I think this is a really good idea, Matt, because, yeah, so our bonus content, we're going to chat about being a mom and a busy realtor.
Just a busy business person, entrepreneur, running your own business. You have one child in the school, you have another on the way. I mean, we don't, as parents, like Jeff and I are parents, but we're not on that side.
Yes.
You know, and
You're saying as dads, we don't
dads.
cut the mustard.
It's not the same. It's not the same, man.
No, that's fair.
It's
not
fair
the
enough.
same.
For sure. It definitely is different for the mom side.
Yeah.
You're making big decisions. You're trying to grow your business. You've had a great year, and you want to keep that going.
Yes.
And at the same time, you're about to have your second child, right? So you mentioned when you moved into your newest home that you've moved into recently,
Yes.
you've sort of delegated a space for the home as a group work area.
Yes, yeah. So we were lucky enough that in our complex, they have a few certain, in a townhouse complex, but they have a few certain duplex style homes. And so we ended up buying one of the duplex style ones.
Like a whole duplex? You got both halves of a
No,
duplex?
just
okay.
one half,
Yeah.
one half.
I was like,
Although I did sell my neighbor, I sold my next door neighbors though.
nice. I sold my neighbors into a place too. It was the best.
And we're both like, okay, well, at least we know who our neighbor's going to be.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I did pre-plan it. The whole lower level is sort of like a downstairs sort of rec room, and we allocated that for. I mean, part of it's our treadmill and all that, but for the most part, I've got my big desk on this side here, and then I've got two desks which belong to my unlicensed assistant and my newest team member, and the goal is to really bring in to kind of fall into more of like a mentor type of a role while I'm momming, and then see where that takes me. So, kind of growing my team. Right now I'm focusing on my newest addition to the team. Her name's Carla, and she's just finishing up her post-licensing coursing right now. But I'm getting her up and running for the next 6 months so that she can kind of help carry some of the weight while we don't really get a mat leave, but I'll be slowing down for a couple months.
And I want to talk about that too. So you've got Carla is going to be there, and obviously and the point is she's in your home.
Yes.
So you can go upstairs, you can be mom, you can do feeding, nap time, have some quality time.
Yes.
Come back in. How are you doing on this, Carla?
Yes.
Okay, and you obviously get it all connected all at once. And then of course the challenge is you don't get mat leave.
Yeah.
And for anybody who maybe isn't aware, when you're self-employed, there's no EI benefits.
No.
You stop
Right.
working, you stop getting paid.
Exactly.
Right? So how does that weigh on you? Like, does it stress you out? Are you feeling confident? You have a plan?
With my first baby, that really stressed me out. Like, I didn't know what the heck was going on. I just kept doing everything as I normally could. And, so I think that I went through sort of like the harder time the first time around. This time, I've done it before. I'm more prepared. I'm more financially stable. So I'm able to, comfortably hire the help that I need, in all aspects of things. I mean, my unlicensed assistant that works from home, she also helps out with the cleaning and with, she can pick Sean up from school. And I mean, she's kind of the jack of all trades.
She's a triple threat.
She is amazing, right? Yes. She keeps my life in check. But yeah, so, and that's just what I mean, right? You need to be able to know where to have the help. But yes, having a plan, I definitely do. And so no, I'm not as worried about it this time. No.
Do you find, well, actually, I'm going to rephrase this because the answer is obviously yes, because you're doing it. How do you effectively work from home? Because I haven't figured out how to do that.
I've gone back and forth with having a home office versus having an office at home life, then going back home. And I mean, I know you have to have the self-discipline, but I think having a completely different area that you can go to just sort of, like for me, it's going downstairs. I don't go downstairs unless either I'm working out or I'm working. So. And
is it a kid-free zone? Like, is your child not allowed to go downstairs? Because that's what gets me.
Yeah.
Like when I'm working from home, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. And then my son's like, Dad.
Oh, yes. I do kind of go through that as well, too. Yeah. I mean, he'll bring his iPad downstairs and he'll, color. But I also try and I've gone through that struggle already too, right? And rather than getting frustrated with it, I kind of just try and allocate my working hours to a time that Sean's not home, right? So, maybe he'll be at his dad's place, or maybe, like there's different things. He'll be at school or after school care. So yeah, it's, I went through that phase where I was just like, oh my gosh, get out of my office, right? In the nicest possible way, because we're all great parents and we never yell at our children, but
not once.
Yeah, right, totally. But yeah, no, I've kind of just, rather than getting frustrated with it and trying to expect, a different outcome, which wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
I just kind of had to reshift how I was doing things just in order to kind of make it all fit together a little bit better.
And right now you don't have a buyer's agent, right? You're training someone, but that's your first. I don't know if you're doing the Jerry Major, they're not going to be called a buyer agent thing, or if they're going to be a buyer, but right now it's just you.
Just me, yeah.
So
yeah, as a solo agent, basically, yeah. 54 transactions last year.
And I mean, that's going to be really tough to keep up.
It is.
Like, how do you do the hours? Especially with a little baby. Like, you're going to need help, right? Like
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I reached a very high number this year, especially in the summertime when I was going full force.
Was 54 the goal?
No, 50 was my goal. And when I was setting that goal for the year, I was like, I'm not going to make that, but okay, coach, I'll put 50 as a goal. Right. And then, yeah, it just took off. Right. Mm-hmm. But the downfall to that was that I was tired.
Yeah.
I was exhausted. Like the springtime was like, holy man, I was, I really, I decided then and there that this wasn't going to happen again, that I needed to be able to, have time for my relationship, to spend with my son and not feel like an absentee mom either that's just going to be working all the time and telling him to be quiet and go upstairs while I'm working. So, I think that I'm, now that I've had this year as a very successful year, I can take my business into a different place now and sort of, again, shift into more of like a mentoring role and kind of finding like a life balance, like I accomplished my goals, like numbers wise, and that feels great. Right. And, but now I want to focus on, how can I merge that with also still being a really good realtor, being a good mentor, and also being a really good mom and wife.
I can't imagine, because as a dad, I feel that pressure constantly. There's this weird balance of I need to provide for my family, but also I don't want to be absent from where they are. Yeah. And I would think, and this is totally caveman of me, but it is what I would think, that as a mom, those feelings of guilt when you're not there are probably even worse than what I feel. Totally. And they're bad, what I feel.
Right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Are you feeling good then? Your clients are going to understand, obviously you've got a plan that you're going to take care of them.
They're going to see her every Friday.
Right? Exactly.
So you're going to monitor the business. You're going to steer the ship. But you've just got some extra feet on the street now.
Exactly. Right? Yeah. And that's just it. And now with technology, it's, all of the big decisions and the negotiating and everything, I can still do all that. It's just, go opening up a door rather than carrying my little baby carrier with me. It's like I have somebody else to be able to kind of, do the boots on the ground for the smaller things and, opening up for inspections and, doing all the kind of running around realtor stuff that it's still very important parts of the job, but I can sort of offload that.
That's awesome. Yeah. It sounds like you found a plan for some really good balance. You found success in business and personal life. And that's why I wanted to do like this little bonus segment, because I think it's a really good, inspiring story for a lot of people who think, should I do this?
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work. It takes commitment. It takes a certain personality.
It takes guts.
Yep, absolutely.
And I think a lot of women out there too, and a lot of moms get a little bit intimidated by, can I still run a business while being a mom at the same time? And, yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. It's just going to be different, right? And you just have to accept that, right? It's your journey. It's going to take you there, but definitely, having kids. Even with real estate, most of my clients are young families anyways, so they've all got babies and kids as well. So taking Sean to a showing every once in a while isn't, obviously the right client has to be for the right client, but everybody brings our kids and Sean gets along with all the other kids too.
Keeps them occupied so the buyers can look at the home.
You know what? That's very true. And then I carry the babies for them. So it makes me a real person, I think, in the eyes of my clients as well.
I took Asher to one showing once. And it was such a disaster. He had a full-on tantrum.
Oh my
like,
gosh.
when are we going home? Why can't I? Like, oh, it was such a nightmare.
I've had that happen once or twice as well too, and he's just bawled the entire time because he's so upset about it.
I hate this.
Right? And he goes, Mommy, are we going to go meet your clients? Are we going to go do a showing? Are we going to go show a house? I mean, you know, and it's very cute.
He looked at them and was like, are you going to buy it? I want to go home. And I'm like, we think that. We don't say that, son.
It's what, you know what? You can't plan those kinds of things though, right?
Fantastic.
Awesome.
Well, you are kicking ass. So
Thank you.
Keep it up, and thanks for your story.
Thank you so much.
All right.